Hi everyone, welcome to So Crafty Nana, or welcome back. My name is Teresa and I have another quick video for you today about Junk Journal July. I posted a video, just a short video on making my journal for Junk Journal July. So if you missed that video, I'll go ahead and link it up in the cards so that you can go back and take a look at that. But I thought I would go ahead and give you an update. The day I'm filming this is the 8th of July. So I thought I would show you my first 8 days in my Junk Journal July. So this is my journal that I made and I showed on that other video. And I think I showed you the inside here, but I'm not sure if I did or not. So essentially I just went ahead and labeled it on the inside because I didn't want to label the outside. I wanted to keep it clean. So just so that I can grab this and know that this is my 2024 Junk Journal July. So my July 1st spread, the July 1st prompt was spark. And so I interpreted that to be what sparks me, and junk journaling has been the thing that has been sparking my creativity this year in all of 2024. I just started junk journaling in 2024, so it really sparked my creativity. So I just cut out some printables and some pictures of some things that I had printed off, just kind of showing junk journaling. I put some labels on that I had also to just kind of show junk journaling and what it is. And then on this side, in this little tuck spot, I went ahead and just stapled it, and then that's where I put my journaling about spark. And this is just a little note page from a notepad. So that was day one. So for day two was postcard, and I didn't want to do anything with this beautiful picture. Sorry about the glare on that, but I didn't want to do anything with that beautiful picture, so I just skipped that page and went on over to this one. So for the second, what I did was first I stamped a bunch of these flowers. It's just a stamp that I had on my desk at the time, a floral stamp. And then I took my blending brushes and I blended over that in a pinky color. And then I took a green color and I just blended all around the pink with that to just kind of color this whole page. It was just a regular tea-dyed or coffee-dyed page. So I did that, and then I took some, it wasn't Wink of Stella, but it was like a peach or melon colored. It was from Close to My Heart, like a glitter pen. I don't remember what they call them, shimmer brush or something like that. And I just went over each of the centers of the flowers with that. And I don't know if you can pick that up at all on camera, but in person you can just see that little bit of glitter in there. And then I just took a scrap of paper and created a pocket with a punch and just glued that down on 3 sides. I stuck my July 2nd down here, and so that created a pocket. And then for my postcard, since postcard was the prompt, initially the first thing I thought of with postcard was this beautiful set of postcards that I got for Winnie the Pooh. I've always loved Winnie the Pooh. My firstborn's bedroom was decorated in Winnie the Pooh, and I've just always, it's always been something that I've shared that love with my kids as they grew up, and then my grandkids. So I had just recently, on a whim, spontaneously bought a box of Winnie the Pooh postcards, and so this was the first thing I thought of. So I just picked out one from that pack and went ahead and put it in here. And then I also journaled on the back of that and dated it, and then I also colored in with watercolor marker or watercolor pencils the Winnie the Pooh stamp. So that was day 2. Day 3 I really messed up. Just honesty here. So I had not really looked at the prompt that day, but I was thinking in my head it was pockets. And the prompt was actually fold. And so I had created this side and didn't have anything glued down, but I had it all ready. And then I looked at the prompts and saw that it was fold. So I just decided to go ahead and put these in here. These are just some glassine bags that I had purchased on it from an Etsy shop. I made these little cards to go inside with scraps. This one's my journaling card. And then I tucked another card in behind So my thinking was that it was pockets, so that was why I did that. But essentially, you know, a pocket is a folded piece of paper. So really it is a fold, and you can fold paper to make a pocket. So, so I went ahead and then I extended this July 3rd spread over to this side of the page. And actually it was kind of a happy accident because the book page that I had put in here is vintage, and it is so fragile that where it was creased just totally ripped off. So the page was completely loose, but I didn't want to lose it from the journal. So I decided to take a piece of vellum cardstock. I embossed the one side that was going to be on the back, and then I just created a flap. I just folded it at the top, and then I went ahead and I used washi tape to attach it here to this page, and then created another little journaling spot in there. And then, you know, using this, folding it down and tucking it into these die cuts, it creates a pocket, a fold. So that was my fold. Kind of a mistake, but whatever, it worked. Then July 4th. So in the US, July 4th is Independence Day. So there's a lot of red, white, and blue. So July 4th, the prompt was labels. And I didn't have labels in red, white, and blue. So I thought, well, what I'll do is create a background in red, white, and blue, and then add my favorite labels to that. So that's what I did. Now on this page, because that was falling out and I had to use that washi, I just kind of wanted to cover it a little bit. So I just went ahead and did some more red, white, and blue with doilies, and this little pocket card or journaling card that I made. And then I made another pocket behind these playing cards and put a little journaling card in there as well. So, and I thought on those, I'll probably just journal about my 4th of July this year, and you know, what we did and my weekend after and that sort of thing. I haven't done that yet. But I didn't really have anything to journal about labels. I did put a fairy label because these labels I got from Amazon maybe, I'm not sure, but I just think they're adorable. So that was one of my favorites. I always love stamp labels. I don't know why, I'm just drawn to them. And then this blue label with the border, I love those kind of labels as well, those soft colors with a border. So that's why I use those. And then of course I added another 4 up there for the July 4th. So that was the prompt labels. The next prompt was lettering, and the first thing I thought about with lettering was another YouTuber called Heather Kell, or Kell of a Plan. She's a planning YouTuber, and she has a great following, and I've followed her for years and years with planning, years and years and years. So, and she has sticker books that she puts out and planners, and she has a whole shop and everything. And I love her lettering. And so this is all Heather Kell's lettering here. And these are some florals from one of her sticker books. This is her lettering as well. And then I did add in just a little bit from the Daily Grace Co. sticker book that I have. And then another one that's a quote that I had from Vincent van Gogh. It says, "Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow." And I like that quote. So, and this just says grace upon grace, and this says grow in grace. So that was what I thought of for lettering for July 5th. And then for July 6th, the prompt was wildlife. And so I had this envelope on as one of my pages in my journal. And so I cut out this picture of the wolf, which is a perfect wildlife picture. So I did this one very literally, and that was my July 6th. Very simple, just this one single photo, and then I journaled a lot, as you can see. So I journaled on wildlife. Then July 7th, I didn't journal much at all. This is all I journaled was on this little tag here, because it was my birthday. And so I did a very quick very little literal interpretation. The prompt was window, and I had this beautiful window die cut, and again a postcard from a pack that I just loved that I got from Amazon. It's like all different breakfast scenes, and I just loved this tea setup with the flowers. I thought it was beautiful. So I did use a Stampin' Up stamp from a stamp set called Chantilly Lace to stamp this outside part. And then I just used a few die cut here and a sticker here to just sort of decorate. And then I just dated it down here. So, and this is a glassine bag that I got, I think, from Amazon as well. I got a whole pack of them, and I just attached that down in the middle. So that was it for that day. I knew I wouldn't journal much, so I didn't really make any space for journaling. I thought about making this a pocket and tucking a journaling card in, but I didn't really need the space. So then the last one I have is for July 8th, and that is Observe. And this one I was going to skip because when I initially looked at the prompts, it just didn't speak to me. I didn't have any idea what I would do. And then just all of a sudden, at some point during the day when I was working today, I just happened to think about, you know, what do I observe? Where do I go and really just kind of observe my surroundings? And it made me think of our trips to Gatlinburg. And the last trip that my partner and I went to Gatlinburg, we had a window that when I saw this in a book that I have, it just looked identical to this. When you were in the hot tub, this was our view. And so I loved this window. I added the sticker that says live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air, and that's Ralph Waldo Emerson. And then another thing that we always see are bears, and usually it's mama bears with her cubs, and you see them all the time in Gatlinburg. So I also found this in a different book, I think it's a National Parks book that I have from Dollar Tree. And so I went ahead and I just tore that out to kind of remind me of the bears that we see. And then I did a little bit of journaling. I cut these little note papers. I stamped the lines on this one. And then this one is just a little remnant piece this was a scrap that I used, but I just thought it looked neat to have a second page behind it. And this was a stamp and die set from Close to My Heart, so it's no longer available. And then I just put the prompt down here with the date. So that's it. That's where I'm at on July 8th. I just thought I would share where I'm at in my journaling. I didn't really plan to do every day. I thought I would skip some days, and I may still do that. But I kind of feel like even just using a literal translation is kind of fun to just put that in the journal. So I may go ahead and do every day. I will probably be back in a week or so and share the next week's worth, and I'll probably do it week by week. And if you have any questions about anything, go ahead and leave it in the comments. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're so inclined, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and it'll notify you when I upload another video. I'm having a lot of fun with Junk Journal July, so I would love to thank Meg's Journals and Get Messy Art for sponsoring this, because it's just a really fun little challenge, and it's nice to be able to just interpret it your own way. So thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great week. Bye.